Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video about the subject of, it's basically on the subject of celebrities, famous people, or public figures being murdered, cloned, and replaced with these man-made synthetic humans or cloned replicas of themselves unknowingly. And this has been going on. This phenomenon is not only very disturbing, it's not widely known, and it's been going on for, I would say, a lot of people say it's been going on for decades, but I personally believe that it's been going on for centuries. And this was, I have to learn about the Marine Kingdom. Look that up if you don't know anything about it. The king and the queen of the coast heads up that, and actually Satan is behind it. And this clone, and this is the reason I feel that God sent the flood back in Noah's days, was basically to rid the world of not only these artificial life forms, but other, freaky experiments that people that are controlled and led by the devil, Satan, or Lucifer did these experiments where they combine like spiders and goats and all that kind of stuff. But moving on, today's subject is singer vocalist Josh Groban, who's from Los Angeles. You can look him up on Wikipedia, although I don't particularly trust Wikipedia. And I would also like to give a shout out to Tiario and Randesha in jail, and also E.T. Williams and Tommy Sotomayor, as well as Claire Anduna Tongo, because you people's messages and videos have been a blessing to me. And I would also like to say that if you're not spiritual, this message is not for you. If you're the kind of person that thinks everything is a joke and a game, including people being murdered and having their identities stolen, this message is not for you. If you want to continue to follow Hollywood and follow lies and these pagan Christianity, denominational, organized religious churches, which God said in the book of Revelation that he hated and he would kill our children with death, which I'll get into at another time, then this message is not for you. Now, moving on, for a long time now, I've known that something has been off about this Josh Groban character. And I'm going to be honest, around the time his second album was completed, I knew that, the magic, I'm going to be honest, in the time that, they hooked his handlers or management or whatever, when the time that they assigned, him to January Jones, I don't believe they were ever in a relationship at all. She was just basically his handler, and she was a clone as well, by the way. She'd been replaced herself. The January Jones that dated Ashton Kutcher was the original one, but I'll prove that another time. Around that time, I especially got depressed when I found I didn't know what was going on, but deep down in my subconscious, because remember, your subconscious is more powerful than your conscious mind, I knew something was wrong. But I really, my respect really dropped for this Josh Groban product back in, I would say, early 2007, when he did that interview with Blender and said all those crazy, nasty, vulgar things. And then I thought maybe that he was drunk or whatever. But in retrospect, he did and said those things because, he was a clone, and artificial life forms or human simulacra are more easy to control, program, and manipulate than naturally born human beings. And I feel that this is part of the reason. This only scratches the surface of the reason, the myriad of reasons why the real Josh Groban was killed and replaced by these soulless vessels or robotic beings that were pretty much like puppets on strings. And the reason why I say all those crazy things during interviews, because I can't say I'm mad at him, or them, because there's been so many Josh Groban clones over the years, it's not even funny. But basically, they said those things he said, or they, or whatever. It's confusing. He said those things because he was being programmed, he was under some kind of mind control or MK Ultra or programming to say those things. But back then, I thought that maybe he was just intoxicated or something, or under some kind of influence of some kind of drugs. But getting down to the differences, looking at this photo right here, this comp photo I put together, the picture on the left was taken for the debut album Josh Groban's debut album photo shoot. And you also notice that his first album, it didn't have any crazy demonic excuse me, titles or anything like that. It was just, it was self-titled. And on the left, you notice that, how could you not love that face? He was perfect. God is the perfect designer. I don't apologize for saying it because I'm basically giving God the glory that's due to him. He's a perfect designer. His face, this fella's face is flawless. And all that, he has this playful, mischievous look about him. And he looks very friendly and very approachable. But the one on the right, this photo was taken late last year, earlier this year. And it's a totally different story. The eyes are different. The eyelids are different. The eye shape. He has those fish-shaped clone eyes. And also notice he looks as if he's had a nose job. Like the nose has been broken and put back together. And they do break people's noses when they do rhinoplasties, by the way. I've seen it done. I can hear this cracking sound. It's like it was a sound of bones breaking, pretty much. And I'm gonna be honest, both inside and out, these two individuals couldn't be more different. They look different and they have different personalities and stuff. The foreheads are different, and also I noticed that his handlers of the clone made him grow hair in his face, to hide that it's not the real Josh Groban. And some of you say that, well, how long has he been gone? I would say almost 12 years now. You people been snowed for a long time. The real Josh Groban is gone. If you want to know why he looks like, then go back to 2003 and on back. But since my folks are back here, I have to pick this off where, I have to finish off, pick back up on this later on. But before I go, I would just like to say that the imposters, and this is a very predictable business. The imposters, they will never measure up to the real Josh Groban. And then this photo right here, also notice that the lips of the imposter are not only shaped differently, but they're thinner than the original Josh's. And then his nose is also a little bit wider, and he has a bit of a vacant stare. The original Josh in his photo shoot, he doesn't look too happy, but he looks more humane. And the brow bone isn't as prominent. But with no further ado, I'll continue this later. God bless y'all and peace. I'm out.